Hello, hello. I'll just wait here while we get some people in here. Long time no see. Talk. I don't know how many people will be up. I mean, it is 3:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I imagine many of you are sleeping. But I know there's some night owls, so let's see who's going to be the first number one. Oh, XX Country's a wiener. Hey, sweet sativa. Hey, Barbie on the West Coast. You're getting worried? Yeah, let me just announce this here now. For those that had my... Hey, Rennie. Hey, Lexi Taxi. Darlene and Breege. For those of you who have my regular phone number, it's now been changed, which kind of sucks because I've had it for so long. I've let a few people know, but I'll probably just, I haven't even let all my family know yet. So I'll probably just give out my Google number to YouTube people for the most part. But hey, Darlene. Hey, Sheba, an all-nighter. Just I'm just some people got a hold of my phone number, and it's just constant problems. So I've been, kind of considering changing the phone number for a while anyways. But I the real main reason I can't really talk about on here, unfortunately. It's not YouTube related, really. Oh, that's not all. Wait till you guys hear the main thing. That is YouTube related, which I am sure of that. I know, especially since I had a number for I don't know, 7-8 years. So there's accounts that I'm having a problem getting into because it's texting my old number, and well, so it's going to be a little bit of hassle. Hey, Channel Surfer and Eliza and Roswell. The main thing I will talk about here in a few when some more people get in here, because no, Sheba, you could still, that number is still working. I'm talking about my main number that was doxed early on and has been out there. That's the number I changed, but not the Google Voice number. I still have that. Nothing's the matter. Pretty much overall things is fine. It's great. Everything is great. I wanted to the next time to that I come on here to be actually true crime and not drama or reality show of Ziggy's life. But since it's so late in the morning and I'm just coming in here to check in because I know some people are wondering about me because I missed, I think, a couple days in a row. So Athena's sad because her mom is at a friend's house, so they both do the online schooling. So they kind of do it together, even though their classes aren't at this same exact time. So she's been doing so. I'm so proud of little Ziggy for how good she's been doing on, as far as sticking with and doing her schooling on her own, like a big girl. I mean, of course, she asks for help, but she's actually reaching out to teachers, and it's instead of me sneaking in there and her playing Fortnite when she should be doing school, she's actually doing her classes on her own, setting alarms. She's doing so good. Hey, Connie. Oh yeah, look what Nightbot just put up too. Do you guys see my products in the store? So I'm going to be adding more after I get off here, but I figured I'd come on for an hour or two, but I wanted to add a bunch more products. I'm going to add beauty products and stuff too. So if you don't see the products, like, I don't know if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them like under my live, but I do know that there's a tab called Store on my YouTube. And if you click one of those products, it will bring up a Shopify landing page where you can click the Ziggy butterfly at the top left and see all products that I have listed there so far. There's even Ziggy gift cards for that, for anything on that site, which I'm going to add everything eventually. I mean, gosh, I never have been caught up in listing products, like, ever. But anytime you want to see what I have for sale, it says browse store. Hey, Marlena. Hey, Joy. But yeah, the gift card thing, that's so cool. I figured that some people might want that once they see the stuff I got listed, if they want to get stuff for their family or friends, but not sure what to get, they could just get the gift card, and I guess it's just sent digitally. I actually already I already made a gift card that I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to have some kind of contest to win a Ziggy store gift card for $100 where you get to pick out whatever you want. So I thought that would be cool. Hey, Scott. I do have really nice stuff. It's all brand name items. The thing is, though, I have so many, and I have nice, like, shoes and stuff, but the thing is, they're it's unique to everybody wears their different size. So that's what makes it difficult in selling clothing and shoe items. Now, beauty products will sell faster and easier, but that's why it costs more to buy those in bulk than it does clothing and even, high-end shoes. Because yeah, there's a higher profit margin with clothing and shoes, but it takes way longer to sell them. 6, 7 inch shoes. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, Connie. I have so many in your size. Actually, pretty much like every size shoe right now in the store I have listed is at your size. Now I haven't seen Scott forever, but I figured, I haven't seen a lot of people forever because I haven't been really, the last couple weeks, I haven't talked about true crime at all. I've been so distracted and stuff, but that's, that's the main thing this channel was created for. Oh yeah, there's boots, all kinds of stuff. I have oh my gosh. You guys, let me see here. I'm trying to think how I could show this. I have these one boots that are like a size, they're like a size 9.5 in women's. They're by a brand called R13, which is a very expensive brand. When I'm talking about very expensive, I'm talking about like very expensive. These boots retail for like almost a couple $1,000s or something. It's crazy. I almost wore them, but they are kind of, well, 9.5's a little bit big, but actually I would say probably you have to have definitely like a skinny foot for this, or skinny calf, I should say. But I have these boots that retail for almost a couple $1,000s. I'm about to list. They look like returns, so it looks like they were worn maybe one time, because I can see a little bit of scuffs in a couple places. But they're white denim cowboy boots. But I could probably still get like a few $100s out of them, at least. That's like on the low end. But they're size 40 European size. So I know size 9 and is 39 European size. So they seems like forever. I know. Oh, yard sales don't do good, because I did one time attempt to do a yard sale, like it's been a few years ago, and I was like, oh, it's going to do great. I even thought about doing, I even looked into doing like at local fairs and stuff. But the thing is, at places like that, first of all, anybody who knows anything about beauty products are not going to buy from stands like that at like fairs, or I've looked into what's the other place people set up at? I'm trying to think. Somebody will say it, I'm sure. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Justice Jenny. CT, Truth Warrior. Anyways, people expect things, I think, cheaper. Also, nobody's going to buy from it that know anything about beauty products, because usually they're fake from those type of vendors. You do not want to purchase at a fair or a, what's the other, flea markets. There you go. Yeah, or a flea market, because somehow that's how they kind of like sneak under the radar of being able to sell fake products. they'll pay like a couple $100s to be able to set up at a flea market for a weekend or something, or at a fair, and then they'll straight tell you everything's authentic if you ask them. But a lot of people don't even think to ask that. But yeah, all those perfumes and stuff at those places are usually fake. So yeah, it's best to just assume they're all fake. But people also aren't going to pay like the prices, because a lot of people are used to drugstore prices. And at garage sales and stuff like that, or yard sales, people want, like, they sell clothing for like, $1. They don't. It's yeah. There's a lot of counterfeit products at flea markets. Hey, Susie. Yeah, I would think that these do probably run a bit small. That these would probably be more like a size 9, or maybe even an 8.5. I mean, they're just really skinny, narrow. I mean, which is probably pretty typical for the higher end type shoes. And the start is China. Well, that doesn't mean anything. A lot of products are made in China. Like clothing. Are you talking about beauty products? Let me see here. I'm looking at my barcodes because I was just looking at a lot of my shoes and stuff. A lot of them start out at 8, because a lot of clothing, even higher end stuff, is made in China. I mean, that's how they make money, is by getting cheap labor. So, but beauty products. Let's see. That says 7. This one says 0. This one says 8. And I bought this straight from Ulta at Mad Hippie sunscreen spray. So it can't always be true. Let's see here. Where does it say, if it says where it was manufactured? Oh no, it doesn't say any country on it. But anyways, yeah, can't go by that, because I know for a fact several of these products I purchased I remember I purchased straight from Ulta recently. So I know they're not counterfeit. 0 or 1 is USA. Okay. I haven't sold Poshmark yet because, well, their shipping is really high, and if you sell, I don't know, I just haven't ever got around to selling Poshmark. I already had plenty of platforms to list on, and way too many. I couldn't keep up, and I was double selling accidentally. Like, I would sell product on Mercari and forget to take it off the other platforms, and then I would sell it elsewhere. It was just a nightmare. So I need something that there are programs for it, but it's like there's some things you use for some platforms, but not all that you use, that where you only have to post once and it will post to all of them. Okay, so since I've been on for 15 minutes, I'll talk about the main craziness of the last couple days, really, that has to do with YouTube and my life, and why, I am going to try to be more careful, I guess. I'm not going to talk about relationship stuff on here, really, but for sure, But I basically I'll just say it. Anyways, um, the time has come, and somebody definitely did call CPS from YouTube. So I knew the day was coming. I can't believe it took this long, honestly. So, I mean, I have absolute proof now, and no, I don't know who yet. I don't know if I'll know. I don't know, but uh, it it has happened, and I'm not concerned because there's nothing to be concerned about. They have to check out anytime somebody calls in a report or whatever. They always have to check it out. Like, that's just protocol. You know, I'm not gonna get all scared about something on YouTube, thinking they're gonna try to screw me over because I talked about smoking a Delta 8 online. Delta 8 is a legal substance in my state, so I don't know what they think they're gonna get me for. My daughter's in school. She has everything that she could possibly even want, which is ridiculous, but everything. There's nothing CPS is going to be concerned with here. Gosh, people are idiots. You know, of course, nobody wants to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with that stuff, even if you are, if you don't have anything to worry about. But I mean, because just for the off chance, a lot of times, like, I was talking to, I don't know, I'm not going to put her business out there, but I was talking to somebody from YouTube who had the same thing done to them. And, you know, she talked about how much bullshit she had to go through, even when she didn't even, there was nothing. Everything was, according to her, fine. And it's just a lot of times it just depends, like, what worker you get. Like, um, sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. They could be assholes if they wanted to be. If there's one thing they see that is concerning or whatever, it could be. It just matters. So of course I don't want to deal with it. And I'm not going out of my way to freaking hunt these people down either. I'm not going to be contacting them. I'm not concerned. They can get a court order or a warrant if they need in my place. It's fine. It is a complete waste of resources. It's absolutely ridiculous. Children who are really being abused get overlooked. It's like he called you in front of a glass. Exactly. So I don't know I don't even know what they told. The only thing I can think about that they possibly said is mentioned I smoke weed or talk about smoking weed on here or something, or that. No, I'm sure they couldn't just say, oh, she talks about smoking weed. They probably said I smoke weed on here. Because there's nothing else that I can think of, really, that CPS would waste their time on. I mean, I wonder if they asked them, how do you know? I mean, did they say, oh, I'm watching YouTube and I saw her smoke weed, or I saw her smoke weed, like, it can be a headache. That's what they're hoping. And let me find out, like, that it was anybody related to 6F, which I'm sure it was, but let me find out proof of that. All that shit does is drive me to make sure that, I make it top priority to get this protective order, make sure it's served. Spend every waking moment on that I can. That's all it does. That's all it drives me to. It puts her closer to being violated for this order. Because if the shit would stop and she would just go away, I would just forget about it, because I have a life and other things going on unlike her. So all it is doing that, because I'm telling you, I'm an open book. You guys see everything in my life for the most part. Up until recently, I don't talk about relationship stuff anymore. I'm going to try not to. I might a little, like, just not details. You know what I mean? You might know if I'm dating somebody or something, but I'm not going to go into specifics because it's just causes problems. But even though it helped me, that's why I did it, because it helped me. Like, you guys helped me so much through all that stuff. So a lot of times it's tempting, but wasn't there someone in this chat the other night speaking about Ziggy and drugs, and they're big fans of 6Up? Oh yeah, that was Share Bear or whatever, wasn't it? Share Bear or Mrs. Was it Share Bear? Share something. I know there is a Share Bear account, but I don't want to. So yeah, because I did think that one, Breege. That's immediately who I thought, and I also thought of this TT person that keeps commenting in all my chats, like crazy things, completely obsessive, just constantly, nonstop. Like, I don't know. I'm sure that they have another account. There's somebody I know of. And the one girl just a girl in MO, I guess people say that she admitted to calling the gaming commission because she has nothing else. There's people being murdered in this world. Like, seriously? There's kids being kidnapped, little kids being SA'd, and that's what you're fucking reporting? Like, get a life. Seriously, it pisses me off. Like, there's people actually hurt out there, and you're wasting time. Stop using YouTube or the law enforcement and government agencies to try to take out your vendetta. Or, come on, do you have no freaking shame? I don't know who Buttercup is, but damn butthurt crybaby, I know you're watching Reading Sit and Spin. Well, see, it's not even really snitching. If they called and said, I talked about smoking weed, okay, but like, what could they snitch on me about besides weed? Big freaking deal. I smoked weed. The only last time I talked about smoking, like, where I actually had been smoking weed, has been a while that I talked about here. I said I did Delta 8. I could buy that at the gas station. If they don't want me smoking it, then stop selling it at the gas station. For that purpose. I don't know. It actually gives me a headache sometimes, so. Hey, Down Under. I can even show you guys, I guess, like what was left. Let me edit part of this picture because I don't want people harassing him or the person, whoever it is that left the card. But I won't be answering the door. So if you're listening, you can get a warrant or a court order, and then I'd be glad to let you in. Because there's no reason, like, honestly, I mean, it's stupid. It's a waste of their time for me to even have them come in here. So unless they just so happen to run into me or something, I more than likely won't be talking to them. Unless they have a court order. Let me see here. Pulling that up. But I still have to edit it. I just need to send it to email it to myself. I have a lot going on that I wish I could talk about here, guys. I hate even saying, I shouldn't even say it, but like it helps me so much to be able to talk about things on here. And I not a lot going on, but I have a major situation going on, and I can't talk about it on here, so it sucks. It's not YouTube related, but it's just some BS, you know. Okay, I got it to my computer. Now I just need to mark out its name. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to think how much I should leave. I'm gonna have to mark out a bunch of stuff, but you'll get the idea. Okay. All right. this is what I was left. I guess they came by. So yeah, it's on the door. The skank put up cameras and hides. Yeah. Speaking of, I mean, unless somebody made a card and put it at my door, then I guess it could be fake, but I'm not calling them. Yeah, I'm going to call them. I mean, no, I know it's freaking stupid stuff on YouTube. So, no, I'm not going to be calling them. I mean, I really doubt somebody's going to make a card and drive to my house and put it there. I mean, maybe. Actually, could just check the cameras. I haven't even checked the cameras. I could check it real quick. That's the thing about that, too. If I don't remember to check the cameras right away or soon after, I'll lose it because here, we'll find, I'm sure, we'll find, let's see who it is that dropped this on my. I meant to do that earlier, but I forgot. So I always forget that I have cameras. I was just watching a video, I don't want recent events. Okay, so that would have been, today's now Wednesday. When that would have been, what was that? Okay, stay. Well, Monday should have been Monday. If it was, oh, I think I see him. I think I see it. Yep. Yep, it's legit. I see it. I'm trying to think, though, how to show this. I don't want to put his identity out there. Oh, okay, I will, Connie. Yeah, it's an older gentleman, probably in his early 60s. It was actually, he came by Monday at 6 p.m. Let me see what he does. He leaves his card on the wrong door. That's weird. Why did he do that? Why did he knock on the right door? Okay. Oh, and they park like far away. I see him like walking off. Well, okay. Let me see if Tuesday they came back. Are you serious? He came back Tuesday. Came back Tuesday. Tuesday at 10, around 10:30-ish. So yesterday. He came back on. Just knocking. It's not a Ring camera, but it's by Wyze, WYZE. He's looking around. He's checking out the surroundings a little. Let's see if he peeks in the house to see what I got all up in here. He's peeking through. He is. He's peeking through the blinds. Knocking, knocking. He leaves another card. Sorry, guys. This is the first time I've seen this. I haven't had a minute to even like really look. I think he's filling something out. He's taking a picture. He took a picture of my address. Oh my god. Or my house number. A prior tenant? Really, Jane? Okay, no, they have 45 days to investigate. It wasn't a prior tenant. I've been here for over 9 months. And there was only one prior tenant. And I mean, besides the house owner, and they were here for years and years and years. And it was just an older guy. They've been threatening forever. But it's not a big deal because really they have to check that out. That's their job. Fostered a child. Yeah, I just want to make sure, Connie, it was legit, complete. You know what I mean? Just like I did with the Gaming Commission. We'll save a little bit of a. Here, I'll save this video so that if I can figure out how to do it. Let's see, what time was that one? That was. Give me a second. I'm just trying to figure out how to save. Mm, how the heck do I send them to my I'm trying to send it to my he would have had a out of body experience. I might call him, but I'm not gonna answer it. I might, but I don't know. I don't see. Yeah, I'll get a control card from Animal Control. Silly. Okay. Oh, I think I found one selected. Okay. No, I don't want to delete it. What good is this if it's not going to let me save the clip? Oh, wait, I see it. Oopsie daisies. No, they won't keep coming back, guys. They don't do that. They'll get if they'll get a court order. They don't waste their time like that. If it's something important, they'll get a court order. They don't just keep coming back forever. Sell them some makeup. I don't care, Jade. I'm not doing anything wrong, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure they get. I'm sure people talk shit to them all day long. They have to have a reason. I mean, oh, they tell me I can't smoke weed. Okay, big deal. I don't smoke weed. I had Delta 8. No, they have 45 days. No, that's not how I looked it up. Don't come near me. They don't, not for something like this. It's somebody calling in. They have to check it out. They don't have any They don't have any arrest. They have no, nothing that would make them be concerned to check out every day forever and ever. There's absolute, unless somebody completely lied about, I mean, even if they completely lied, people do that shit all the time. Especially if they're going and saying, oh yeah, there's this lady on YouTube that goes by Ziggy. There's this video like of her smoking weed a couple months ago. Like, get a life. Well, I guess they shouldn't have called in the first place. Don't come near me. It's not my fault, so I'm not going to go fix it. They can fix it. If they're the ones that wasted the resources, not me. I don't have to fix their doing. They can call and tell them that they were just wasting time. It's not my job to call CPS so that I don't so that well, it's not me wasting the resources. It's the person who called. I'm not awake during the day for one. My schedule is different than most people. So I'm not going to go out of my way to contact these people. It's not my doing. It's other people's. They're the ones that called. Well, if I'm here and I run into them, I'll just answer it. Or I'll just talk to them. But I'm not going out of my way. They do this stuff every day, non-stop. And really, people should be mad at is the people who's calling and just giving false reports. But see, you guys, that's what they want, though. They want to interrupt my life. I'm not going to give them that. That's what you guys don't understand. I'm not going to go it's not my problem. I did not create it. So, I mean, if I'm just not gonna go make it a priority of mine because I know it's BS, and it's of course they called and said some bullshit. Won't handle it. No. Oh yeah, because I have. What am I gonna hide? Say no to drugs. How about say no to stalking and obsessiveness? Weirdo. Hey, say no to freaking drugs. I don't know. I'm probably just a little irritated right now too. So I'm sure I'll handle it the best way. I'm sure. I just saw that for the first time, so but I'm not going to let people keep disrupting my life. You know, when I was told about this card that I seriously turned back around and went right back to sleep. It did not disrupt my sleep at all. And why is that? Because there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure you guys says your harassment laws are much more relaxed to free speech. But yeah, it's not like I said, it's not something that I'll talk to them. I might call them once if I remember, and but I'm not gonna stress about it. Is what I'm saying. You know, I'm not gonna overly worry about it. Yeah, I'm annoyed that people would waste their time. I mean, we see actual stuff here on YouTube that needs to be recorded. You know, not. I mean, I don't know what they could possibly say. All they could see my daughter's first of all enrolled in a public school and actively going. They see I have a house, a pretty decent house. They see a car in the driveway. It's pretty well maintained. I think there's other. I mean, a lot of things are done behind closed doors. That's true. You can't just go by that. But basically, I just wish people wouldn't waste their time. Yeah. Well, they can come on. They can show up random. I'm not worried about running into them. They're just doing their job like anybody else. You know? Aw, thank you, Kelsey. Food in the cupboard and fridge and clean house are number one. And my mother-in-law works for CBS in Washington. Yeah, there's food in there. I mean, there's my products are laying around. It's cluttered. But she doesn't go to a public school like in person. She's online. Little Annie. No, they have to get a warrant to come in. A warrant for what, Genia? I don't. It's not avoiding them. I wasn't here. I literally just watched this right here with all of you guys. For your channel. Yeah, I am gonna record it if they do. If I do, am here when they come next or whatever. But stalking harassment laws are really well defined. Yeah. What's even more of a reason? Don't come near me. They can't. It's not just calm and it's over, though. That's not how it works. Like, people can't just call and say, oh, everything's here on the home front. It was a false alarm. Me calling isn't going to do any good. Besides letting them know when I'm here, I guess. If I want to do that. A drug test. If they have a warrant, you don't have to do that. Like, they have to get a warrant. If she had to do that, then yeah, that was a court order. But for investigation, like at first, no, I don't. They don't do that unless they have like real reason to, and a warrant or a court order. And if that happened, like I would be no. I mean, they're yeah, they would. It would. They would be more aggressive. Oh, she offered. That's right. Okay. Megan Walsh. You guys, I take pretty regular drug tests as it is. I mean, it would be very easy to refer them to that agency. With the one doctor I see, I do have occasional drug screens. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. Yeah. Well, Ziggy won't be here. What? I don't care really. I might end up calling them tomorrow after I get Lil Zig and just have them come over. I don't know. We'll see. I did once try to get a hold of JLR. Wait, did I? I don't think I don't know if I asked him to be a guest. I was trying to send that video to my. Let's see here. Okay. To System Gallery. How do I get to my? I saved this little clip. Where it shows that guy coming to my door. And I'm trying to save it to my phone. Yeah, Rhiannon. I don't know. And that's what it. I just feel bad for the worker. I do feel bad for the workers because, like, this stuff happens all the time. Okay. All right. Got it saved in my phone. Let's see. Um, controls. You have to also, when you, for like anything mental health, like antidepressants and stuff, a lot of times they just do urine screens. You don't even have to be on any type of narcotic. But no, I'm not on Suboxone. Oh, thank you, Connie. Thank you, Judes. I might be able to request a copy of the report. If I talk to him, I'll ask. I mean, I just the 2 times they came, I wasn't here, but I usually am here. Had I been here, I probably would have been answering it because I want to know if, I mean, thought anything of it. Right, Amber? No, I'm really not. I promise you. I mean, the place is like I do have products scattered here in the living room, but I mean, she has her own bedroom. Uh, she has everything. Doing cracks. Um, I would never with little Ziggy. I would never like try to really. I wouldn't want to like startle her or get her scared or whatever. So I probably wouldn't discuss things too in depth with her unless I knew there was, unless I was afraid something would actually happen. But I don't think I should really worry my daughter and all this. Okay. They did leave a card. A glass pipe? No. I don't have any pipes or like drug paraphernalia or anything like that. But I know, and that's the thing. They might want to see her, and that's the thing that pisses me off. Is like, why do people scare kids like this? People don't think things out. Like, do they understand that? I mean, they're trying to stress and upset me, but they're also like what they're doing affects others, like minor children who get scared and then all of a sudden think, they're going to be taken away. Because you remember being a kid, everything, I mean, you would get scared so easily. Their brains are still developing. They don't think like adults. More calm and rational. Kids get freaked out. That's the thing that pisses me off about this whole thing, is not because of me, but because the waste of resources and, the scaring my daughter that is probably going to happen. But she knows who CPS is, though. Because somehow she learned it through within this last year since I've been on YouTube. And I can't remember how she learned about CPS, but it had something to do with YouTube. But she doesn't watch it or anything. She either overheard me or I can't remember exactly what it was, but she does know what CPS is. So if somebody's talking to her from CPS, she's going to know, like, this person, she's going to get scared. She's going to start probably have an anxiety attack. She gets anxiety attacks. It'll probably be bad because she'll be scared to death. Even if they're just asking, well, oh, I'm not, it's okay. We're just going to ask you, about your day, what you like to do. They'll try to calm her down, I'm sure, but my daughter's going to get she's going to be terrified. I already know, guys. I'm her, like, best friend. She'll tell you that. She's going to be terrified. And it's BS that anybody would do that to a kid. No, thank you, Kelsey. Robert would break in and steal your Christmas presents. Yeah, they know kids get weirded out. She'll know it's not normal, guys. Like, nothing like that's happened. Total house. Actually, they're required by law to check out every place that gets called in to investigate everything. So they're going to go to every house. They're going to attempt to go to every house. That's how you're going to know about it. I mean, how do you know if CPS got called on you? They show up. I mean, that's how they check to see if things are okay. They always go out to the house. And depending, it's probably different at different office, county offices. Policies are probably slightly different on, how many times they go and when, and, if I don't, who knows? Video works except brings up child service in case you need it later. Is it just a clip, Marlena? Or am I going to have to find it in the video because I don't know where it would be or anything? Or at the very end, she brings... oh. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and save that. Yeah, I will call them, guys. You know how I am. Like, when I get upset, sometimes, I'm impulsive, so I immediately, and everything that I'm thinking comes out of my mouth. And it really takes me, I watched that video. I just now with you guys see, okay, this is actually real. It's not like somebody, it's actually real, okay? So I just noticed that saw that with you guys, and within the last hour. So I'm just like processing this all. So yeah, I'm going to be irritated and say I'm not going to call them or whatever. Usually after I've had like some time to like process things, I, make my choices, they change, or, when I'm going to, it changes, my thoughts change. So I'm sure I'll call them and it will be fine. But it is all irritating. It is irritating. And no, it doesn't take several calls. It just takes one call. And that's what's messed up, is because it's such, imagine all these, like, all the time and energy is put in by these agencies of just vindictive people trying to get others in trouble, and they have to go out there. Gosh, I wonder how many. I bet it's pretty high percentage of calls that are from trying to get back at somebody, or because they don't like the person. I bet you guys, I would bet almost, I bet 75% of calls to CPS probably are over people just trying to cause problems for somebody. And that's like, at least half. Anything all of it is scary. Yeah, it is scary. Anything that, and people automatically relate CPS to having your kids taken away. So it is scary. And that's what people know, that when they call CPS, they know it scares the crap out of people. But if you think rationally and stuff, it's not really a big deal. But still, it is angering that people have to waste time of these agencies. That pisses me off, and also scare my daughter. That really pisses me off. She's gonna be terrified for freaking weeks. So thank you to whoever did it, because she's gonna have anxiety and freaking be crying her eyes out for every day for ever now. Even if I tell her, no, it's going to be okay, you're not, she's still going to be, I already know. Because she's already scared what little she does know. She just texted me a few hours ago asking if she's getting taken away. And I already told her no to the first other time she asked earlier. So when somebody comes showing up talking to her, yeah, she's going to freaking, it's going to be bad. Because it was bullshit. These people, they act like, oh, it's for, they act like they're really concerned. We're really concerned for little Ziggy. And they're not at all. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. It's all over YouTube drama. You don't have there's zero concern. You don't care. You really are not worried about my daughter over me smoking Delta 8 inside in a house that is almost 2,000 square feet. I know you're really not that concerned. A legal substance in Indiana. Stop exaggerating. You're not concerned about her safety. You're just concerned with spreading hate and possibly, more content for your channel. Well, I didn't really want to talk about what she did know. She does know that a card was left, and not because of me. I didn't tell her. And yeah, I am not happy that she was told. Okay? That I can't discuss on here how, and but yeah. So that's why I kind of answered weird on that question whether Lil Ziggy knew. But I haven't gone into, I'm not gonna, she was scared by somebody else who told her, and it pisses me off, actually. So, and it's hard for me to talk about it on here because you guys don't understand, because it's a real life thing. YouTube has now gone into my real life, and which is my fault. But with this situation affects others. And yeah, it has. I mean, congratulations to the haters. Yeah, it has caused a little bit. It's hurt my daughter. It's caused problems. I'm pissed because somebody told my daughter, like, put it on themselves to freaking tell my daughter, like, before I had a chance. I was so mad. Just thinking about it pisses me off. Like, didn't even give me a chance. It's my daughter. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I would, Rihanna. All of that, because that's what I'm going to be saying, because that's what it is. It does have. I know for a fact it has to do with YouTube. I know for a fact it's somehow related to Six Up and those people. I can't say for a fact it's her, but for 8 months she's been encouraging this, So yeah, I do put it on her, even though it's not her, more than likely. I mean, I don't think it's, I don't feel like it sticks up directly. It could be though. It could be anybody. But it doesn't really, unless, and I doubt that they would tell me. I'll ask for the report. I doubt that they would tell me who it is, and who knows if they even know. I don't know how that all works either. Many here who has, I know it does, that is helpful hearing from you guys that have had it happen to you before. It was somebody else. I don't think it was Share Bear. It wasn't Share Bear. Who was it, guys? It was somebody with Share in their name. I'm sorry, Share Bear. I knew when I said that maybe I misspoke. It was something like Mrs. Share. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Who was it that was saying those comments? I don't think it was Share Bear exactly. It was, but it made me think Share Bear because their names, it made me associate it with you because their name is similar to yours. I know somebody here had to have been here when that person was saying. I'm trying to even remember the exact comments. But they were giving me a hard time about Delta 8. They were over exaggerating shit. Share knows. Oh yeah, Share knows, but it's not C, it's SH. It's spelled like SHER. Yeah, Share knows. Share knows. I'm sorry, Share Bear. I hope she hears me apologize. I hope she hears this. If Share Bear, if you hear this, please let me know, because it was not Share Bear. It was somebody who goes by Share Knows. SHER space KNOWS. That's what it was. But it made me like associate with Share Bear because their names like kind of sounded similar. But I don't know. I've had this happen because we're not taking Assure You. It's YouTube BS. Oh yeah, I mean, I have plenty of proof of that, and I appreciate Marlena sending me that. So I download it and just to show proof of the stuff. I mean, it's just life. Just another brick in the wall. Just another what? Such an idiot. I try. It's really a good thing that I am in this place mentally, because this stuff would have really been bad for me 15 years ago. I mean, if this would be my life 15 years ago, yeah, this stuff would have definitely broke me. I would have been terrified and stuff, but I've experienced a lot of things, or I've grown a lot in the last 15 years, and I know how things work a little bit more in life, and I don't know. I'm not really concerned that I mean, a lot of this stuff that they do to me, it would have affected me much greater. Like And I could see it actually for some people, I could see it really causing possible permanent harm to their lives, like forever, because like the depression and stuff. Thank you, Pam. Calling CPS just pisses me off when it's not needed. It puts kids in potential danger who don't need taken and leaves them in a leaves them children in a situation they've taken from. Yeah. She's in that case. She needs some mental help and to stop with her obsession with Ziggy and how she can. Wait, what did Bree say? She was in here the other day throwing stuff at Ziggy. Told her chat once how to contact CPS and then told them you weren't sending her to school and crap, and she is. She doesn't know how shit works because she's lost every one of her kids. So, like, she hasn't had a kid that went to school that's lived with her in freaking 10 years. A lot has changed since then. I mean, we've had COVID happen, and that changed a lot in our world with schooling and made things way more flexible. But you didn't have kids during that period, so you wouldn't understand. And probably shouldn't be like judging other parents for schooling options they choose for their children when you don't even have your kids. Like, I don't want advice from you. I want to do the opposite of you. So anything you say, I want to do the opposite because I want my life to be nothing like yours. Aw, thank you, Shiva. I have to be careful, like, sometimes, like, what I say. Because they use everything against me. Yeah, it wasn't very smart of me to even mention talking or mention weed on here. But you know, I obviously just wasn't thinking. I just sometimes get on these. I feel like I'm talking to people, like, I forget that I'm on YouTube and exposing this stuff to thousands and thousands of people who some just are bored and don't have anything going on in their life. Idle hands in a sick mind, and they start coming up with these great ideas to fuck with people's lives. I don't think about all those weirdos out there. You know, I'm learning. It's all a learning process. So yeah, I said things like on here that was not the smartest when it came as far as the weed thing, because really everybody I've in my real life that in my worldview, nobody really gives a fuck about weed. So I guess that's why. But it still wasn't smart because it's still illegal in Indiana. So a junkie abuser. I homeschool. I've had idiots say stupid stuff about it. Come on, out of the 80s. For some reason, homeschools students by average are ahead of public school students. Now, my daughter's not considered homeschool because she's actually in a public school, but it's online. But actually, where the parents teach their kids, they don't, you have to teach. They don't have like a real standard. There's really, you say you homeschool, and in many states, it's all that you have to do. I mean, stuff does need to change, but that's why when it comes to when you hear like supposedly Judy Sue hasn't sent her kid to school for 7 years or whatever. I don't know if there's any proof on that or what. I don't know where that came from because I haven't heard or seen any proof of it. But like that stuff happens because because of the lax laws when it comes to schooling. You really don't even have to keep records in Indiana. It's suggested. But still, even with the lax laws in many states, still homeschooled students are usually advanced, and they can a lot of times focus on homeschooling allows you to focus on an actual like trade. Like if they have an interest in animals, you can kind of work around their interest and what is the most beneficial, because it's targeted learning, coding. Time is wasted in the classroom. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Think about it. Like, there is a lot of. I would try to sleep through class. Going to and plus you have to focus on. Rennie, you have to. Okay. I just want to pin a comment so you guys know what I'm referring to. You're more worried about boys, or you're worried about like being being cool or whatever. That's just, most kids are, I don't know, going into an actual school doesn't mean that they're really getting educated. Of his homeschool. Who's homeschool, Connie? You don't have to have a name, yeah, and that's it. In Indiana, you don't have to have a name for a homeschool or anything like that. Like, and it's only an option for you to register with the state. You don't even have to register your homeschool with the state. Basically, the only thing if you want, I think you can have them participate in state tests, your kids, if you homeschool, and that's a way to kind of prove that they're, testing at what they should, but you like don't have to. It's crazy. In Indiana, that's all I know because I looked into it when I was trying to decide for my daughter, homeschool or whatever. Not coming home sick all the time. Yeah, it's true. Teachers have to focus on the kids that are struggling. Don't ask the name of her homeschool. Oh. Oh, you mean Little Z? Well, Connie, she's good. I know she's means well, so if she's not a hater, so if she said some, she probably, most people don't think, they don't, it's hard to understand all the YouTube craziness. Like, most people don't think of that stuff. Like, oh, somebody's going to be, like, using information against, if, you have to watch what you say. So, but I know Connie doesn't mean anything. If it was Connie, who was it that asked that question? Because I saw it and I just didn't want to answer it. Oh, yeah, Connie. But I will say this though, she goes through she goes through K-12. But K-12 is not like the actual school. K-12 is the, like, I guess you would call it platform that they use. But the actual school that she's of hers is, I won't put that out there, but yeah, K-12 is just like, the best way to describe it is like K-12 is like the platform that, so it doesn't really tell you what school exactly. Belford High. You named it Belford High. Yeah, you don't have to, in Indiana, you don't have to use any type of certain books or anything like that from school. You get to choose the material. The only thing they say is that it has to be comparable to what they would get at a public school. But as far as, they say certain things have to be comparable, but nobody knows what that exactly means, and who gets to decide what, so who, you can't, unless you can prove, like, without a doubt that the child is, like, you could tell by just testing, or just, I mean, it's really in Indiana. I mean, it's actually crazy. I never knew it was that relaxed. Stage 5666 cleaners. K-12 is cool for all the supplies they send the kids, but it was basically the kids alone or having a parent help. So I did it myself. I buy books online. Workbooks are good, and I will YouTube lessons. Yeah. Your son used K-12? Right, Marlena. I get that. Yeah, I tried to homeschool Wilzig for a short period of time, but I was taking classes myself at the time, and also people were threatening CPS and and stuff. So I wanted more, like, proof that she was actually in school. So yeah, I had to enroll her in an online program just for that reassurance for myself. But even though I know how relaxed Indiana laws is, I just don't take any chances when it comes to my daughter. personally think they should have Montessori available up to graduation. It works better. Just wouldn't have. Oh yeah, she has a teacher. Yeah, every day, virtually, several teachers. And also, I help her. I'm considered her learning coach. Like I help her, every day. She'll ask me a couple questions, like help her a lot of times on math. What's Montessori? Not disciplined enough? You mean if you were a kid? Or are you talking about like online classes in general? Like for adult or kid? I mean, yeah, it's very, very difficult for a kid to I mean, it's hard because you have to. I mean, yeah, me and Lil Zig went around and around, there for a while about her schooling and doing her stuff. And, did you log into your classes? Did you do your, what? Yeah, every day it was a freaking fight. But now, like, she's really became like accustomed to it. And there's certain things that she likes and there's certain things that she dislikes. She misses this social aspect of an actual in-person school, but she also is scared of like certain people, like she's afraid of being made fun of. There's these two girls that she doesn't realize last time she was actually in a public school. Yeah, she was, like in person. She was 12 and going through an awkward stage. So she was a little bit chubby and she's lost a lot of weight since then. She doesn't realize it. So she's kind of like, weirded about going to in person because of these two girls. So she likes that she doesn't have to worry about that, but also, it's definitely a toss up. It's got its pros and its cons, and I thought some days to get them assigned on what expected. It's education based on the student's strengths. Oh, you meant keeping yourself on track? Well, hopefully, yes. Jen, that it was difficult for me too, because I'm such a laid back person, and so, but that's how she knew about CPS and stuff. That's how she knew about CPS before this time, because people were threatening, and she and I started. I would get concerned. I was afraid that CPS would show up. So I want to make sure that my daughter was actually doing her schooling. So yeah, I had to kind of talk to her about the whole CPS thing. You need to do your school, and because this and this can happen. So she it took a while for her to take that seriously, but she has really caught on, and I haven't. And also, like, I don't even have to really tell her. I mean, I do tell her like every day. I'm like, did you do your classes? I don't have to stay on her though, so it's definitely nice. But it's hard that for unless you just have very good kids. Like I would say, it's for most, it would be very difficult the first year you put, especially when you have a kid that's used to public school. It's going to be really difficult the first year. You're going to want to like give up seriously. I haven't checked Berlin. Many homeschool kids are extremely smart. We meet up with a local group of families here every other week, and it's actually really awesome. And they can do sports here through the Right. That's the thing too. That's a definite positive. That's actually one thing I said to somebody recently. I was recently talking about that. Actually, when I went to the fair recently, when I took my daughter, I kind of like have developed this little bit of social anxiety. And before going to the fair, I was just thinking, I had mentioned about shootings and stuff. Like, I even mentioned, like, I don't even like going to these type of places because everybody now, there's all these copycat killers, and they want to be. I've noticed since being on YouTube how bad some people want to be like famous or known. They don't care if it's for good or bad, so that's scary to me. And the more school shootings, the more of that stuff, and just random shootings, I get more and more scared. So that's a huge benefit to have your kid in at home too, because that's scary. Like all the time, we just had a threat at our school, the local school, the school she would be at, just last week. It's very real, and people are doing it for attention. They see, get their name out there. They're going to be famous. But what was interesting, after that conversation about the fair, there was actually, I saw on the news, it wasn't the day I was there, but I think it was like the day before I was there, but it didn't get on the news till the night. I didn't see it on the news till the night I had already been there, or the next night. But at the Indiana State Fair, there was a gun found, a disassembled gun found on a man in his, I guess, a backpack or something. So and then I heard there was also a possible shooting, or somebody had a gun too. But I don't know. I heard that through somebody else, but I haven't seen any proof of that or heard any proof of that. Told me in a parents teacher meeting that my son was very laid back and he was horizontal. He has a great job now at a bank. They will look at school, and if she has current and doctor's appointments and dentist and eye on all that, has social life and stuff like that. She has the picture of you. Granddaughter knew sign language at 2 and could speak different languages at the age of 2 in Montessori school. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, TJ. Private school. I dare you to fake cry. About what, Blue Dragon? Why did you put that 5,000 times? Did she? What the heck? About what? What do you want me to fake cry about? Why? Dare you to fake cry? But Guys, I am going to get off here. I know. Seems like I just got on here. But I've actually been on here 2 hours and I have to list these products. I told myself that I was really going to do it. I want everybody. Can you guys can you see any products? Or like when you're just viewing my live stream? Like, because I notice I see people. Let me see here. I don't know how it works. I see it on some people's channels, but sometimes, but I don't know how. I'm trying to get mine to view, not just on. I have a tab. If you go to my homepage, there is a tab. Like where it says home, videos, playlist. You can go to the tab called store, and it will show you a preview of products from my store, and you can click on one, and at the top, or it says click view on YouTube Ziggy. So I click on it, and you can go, once you get to that actual page where you would add it to your cart, you can click on the butterfly at the top, the Ziggy butterfly, and you'll see all the products, even the Ziggy store gift cards for your friends and family this Christmas season. Let them buy products from Ziggy store and let them choose. I'm going to add a bunch of stuff though, so it will be worthwhile, because if I don't have a lot of products in there, nobody's going to want gift cards and stuff like that. It's kind of where it's the same place where the community post is, Amber. It was his baby dad, and it was his BD. What's that mean, BD? Some of my kids have all gone through the same elementary school. It basically stayed the same throughout. I just got the letter saying they're going to one entrance lock controlled by cams. Wow. I could put the link. This link right here should go to Dolly's birthday. If I hit, let's see, exclamation, what did I put it under? Store? Let me see if that's I can't remember that. I'm trying to think what did I name it for Nightbot? Okay, yeah. That's the link right there. I think that link should take you to my store, my YouTube store. I think. Let me click on it. Let me see what happens when I click it. That's weird. It did take me there, but it's only showing me one product. It's weird. I don't know why it's only showing one product on this page. But anyways, it does take you, if you click on the product, you can then click on the Ziggy butterfly at the top to see the other products. Sometimes all the products don't load where you can see them right from YouTube. Those gifts and raffles were bomb and very, very. I know, Amber, I'm going to do, that's another thing. You just reminded me. I'm going to do $100 gift card giveaway, and I need ideas. Like, I want to do it very soon, like this week. And it will be for my store where you can get whatever you want. But I also want to make sure there's plenty of products on there, so it would be like something somebody would really want. So actually, yeah, I need to get to adding products. Hi, Plant Diva. TJ Coffee. So I'm going to go so I can start doing that. I do have to start being more. I have to, yeah, I'm going to be on. They found Kylie Rodney, which that's a crazy story. I don't know. Maybe I'll come on and talk about that and what you guys think like happened there because that's very interesting. But I would like to come on and do actual true crime, not just a Ziggy reality show. Um, so, yeah, because I think that's definitely would be for an interesting discussion as people's theories of first of all, how did these people, when they supposedly already searched the water, she was only in 14-foot water. We're not talking about 100 feet of water. And where they show the where she was, where they were taking her out, it looked pretty close to the beach area. How the heck, like where they were partying, how the heck does that not get noticed by the law enforcement? And then this search dive team comes in and they find her and right away, just like Ryan Upchurch was saying. That's like so suspect. How does that happen? She was not far off from the beach. How do they not notice? Okay, in 14 foot of water, guys, think of it. A car is 5 feet high, right? Or she was an SUV, so it was probably 6 foot high. That car was only covered by water by 8 feet or so. It would be almost visible from looking over into the water, almost, if the water was clear. If it was really murky, then maybe not. But still, it's not like way down there. It did look very close to the shore. I understand that the helicopter filming or whoever was filming is way up there and stuff, and it's going to look closer from way up there. But it seemed too close for comfort to me. For it to seem excusable that law enforcement didn't find that. And if they didn't find it and they looked in that area, then we need to be questioning how, the possibility of how like that car could have been put there after the search. But you wouldn't think that would be possible because so many people would have their eyes on that area. How would somebody sneak in there and drop a freaking car into the lake? How does that, or drive a car into the lake? Or it had to have been there this whole time. From my town that's about to go trial, it's so sad and awful. The guy killed his own niece and over drugs. Is horrible. I haven't looked at text yet. Your fat face like somebody wants your product. Okay. I've sold plenty of products, so something tells me you're wrong. Oh, look, Marlena. Wait. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'll show that, Marlena. Is that the picture? I didn't see a picture from you about the Gabby Petito stuff. Oh, that light thing? Yeah, I don't know about that. That didn't really. But I do like this screenshot you just sent me. I'll read it I only read part of it, but I'll share with everybody. Since the driver's side window was opened? What? The driver's side window was open. That makes no sense. That means she was put into the water when she was like so messed up she couldn't swim out the window, or she had to have been unconscious, because you're gonna, even if you're buckled in, you're gonna unbuckle and get right out the window. It's one thing if the windows were up, but you're telling me the whole like driver's side window was down? Could it broken though? Well, if it broke though, as she rolled down, it still would be open, and that's gonna, the pressure from the water is going down. It's gonna break all that glass. If it's already cracked and open to someplace, it's gonna break it all. And she would have been able to get out, but Amanda, let's see. I don't think they're watching their cards, Seek. There's no way, Marlena. That's why I didn't show that, because there's no possible way. Jolissa Fuentes. Somebody else was telling me about her. The reason why I didn't like show that is just because I don't believe it's possible that, it's hard for me to believe it's possible that hundreds of kids can be standing there watching a car sink and nobody say anything. I just don't think that's possible. The more people who know something, the less it's just impossible that it would have gone without somebody saying, yeah, a car was sinking in the lake. Not all those people are going to stay quiet. If her light, you would think her lights were on though. Oh, in the pictures, there's a bunch of kids, is there not? Oh, I thought you were talking, in the picture, I saw tons of people. It might not be hundreds, but it was tons of people. They're not all going to be quiet about something like that. Why would they be quiet? Unless they were all in on it. She was in the back seat? Oh, really? Lights and cars go out right away when in water? Okay. If her lungs have water, to kept sealed. So do you think it's possible though that all those kids, I just can't see all those kids not, I can show people if you want me to. I don't care. I can show people, Marlena. I don't mind. I don't think it's I don't feel like it would be possible that all those, okay, it's not hundreds, but it looks like at least like 30 kids. I don't think they would all see that and be able to not say anything. There's just, so I didn't think anything of it, Let me see. It looks like a bonfire. It looks like bonfire smoke to me. Here, I'll show what she's talking about. So she sent this picture to me. You have, yeah, it's not hundreds. It looks like, I don't know, to me, like about 30 people or so, 30 kids. And she just thought it would, that they seem weird that they all seem to be looking that way. And it looked like there was like lights in the distance. To me, it looks like a campfire or something out in the distance, but she was thinking maybe it was headlights. That would be crazy if maybe they didn't know what was going on. Maybe that is her headlights. Maybe she was underwater at that point. I guess that's definite. I didn't think of that. But maybe they didn't. It could be the car, but I don't think they know. I wouldn't think the kids would know. The light goes up. Well, I just feel like it wouldn't. I just feel like that the kids wouldn't know what it was. Like, there's no way all those kids would know that something bad was that something bad happened over there and nobody said anything. It's hard for me to believe that. But could it be something that they didn't realize what it was? They left at 12:30, right before her phone last pings at 12:33. The parking water. How many kids were definitely? Wasn't it like 300 people at this area? And actually, I was watching whose video was I watching where they were showing how possibly her car she could have accidentally went backwards. Like, she had her car in reverse accidentally, and was inebriated, and she just like hit on the gas and just went straight into the water. But then you would think if her window was open, she would have just more than you would think that she would be able to unbuckle. If she was buckled in, you would think she would be able to swim right out the window. But if she was found in the back seat, that tells me she didn't have her seatbelt on. Either that or somebody started the car and started it, put her in the back seat. Did she get so messed up that the kids like put her in a car and to hide the evidence or whatever? And did she OD? Who knows? Gosh, I guess it could be a lot of stuff that I haven't even thought of. Yeah, I haven't seen this video actually. I guess I don't know the context of everything. See, Marlena, I haven't followed this case that closely because I was so distracted. So I probably don't know all the things you do about it. And so but I am learning. But I'll go ahead and I'll definitely save this picture I'm going to try to, just in case even though they found her body and stuff, I don't think that I am interested to know, like how this happened. Was it something as innocent as she acts, you know, just got stuck down there. She maybe she did her seatbelt unbuckled, but she couldn't see to get out of the car, to get out. I don't know. I would think you would be able to feel that the driver. You would think the driver's side would be right to. I don't. Gosh, it's hard for me to believe that she wouldn't have been able to swim out that window. Trying to. Let's see. Keely, or is it Keely? Kylie. Just making a folder to save this picture. Yeah, I need to see. I need to, I guess, know a little bit more about this case to really have a real opinion, I guess, on this, because it could be something interesting. I don't know. It could be. I'd also have to see the video. See, I don't really know who Sammy is very well. After watching, I've been trying to get out of the car and couldn't get out, and the last air spot was in the back. That's my fear for her. Yeah, that's sad. Did see that one. Yeah, this one was a teen who, because he dumped her. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Kids don't think clearly. Like, at that time, stuff like that is the end of the world. Like, it's stuff like that's the end of the world for some people who are adults, even. Like, they just. Even if the windows open, Cam. If she were there with her best friend or friends, I would think they would know all where each other were at all times. They don't separate. Oh, AWC. Channel. If I could find their channel. Hold on, I'll just type AWC. This whole situation here too is so weird, guys. This whole Ryan Upchurch thing. Gosh, I was just about to get off here too. Now I'm getting all into this. Adventures with Purpose. Yeah, the whole thing with Ryan Upchurch and stuff, like, and that girl, Xana May or whatever, that whole thing too is like, I'm torn about, like, honestly. I didn't like how he was like yelling aggressively at her and calling her a bitch. That kind of freaked me out because it reminded me of like an abuser, but I do understand why he was irritated and stuff. Like, I get it. So that whole situation is crazy. Let's see, adventures, purpose. Let's see what this is real quick. If you don't time your breathing with a seatbelt, it's honestly easy to. Yeah, it's true. Like, that's why I was thinking too. If she had her seatbelt off and possibly like she was panicking and she accidentally went to the back seat and she didn't go towards the right, maybe she got turned around and couldn't find the window that was open. I mean, who knows? Like, I don't know. It's hard. I haven't been in that situation, so it's hard to for me to even really. I would think she would swim out the window, but at the same time, like, I can also imagine you would panic, and if you see, I mean, gosh, how scary! It's horrible.
Brief of our efforts searching for and finding Kiely Rodni. Anything within this video may be used by any news agency or outlet within their own news reporting. This is only an announcement and briefing. Fully edited episodes will be released soon, so please be patient. We have found Kiely Rodni's vehicle and have confirmed that there were remains inside.
An official identification of the remains will be made and announced by authorities once their investigations are complete. Please understand and respect this is a highly active investigation by the FBI and multiple local sheriff's departments, and we are limited to the scope of details we can release.
We began our search for Kiely at Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st at 10:40 a.m. We placed 2 sonar boats in the water. By 11:15 a.m., Nick detected an object underwater using cutting-edge Garmin sonar technology. I was able to then confirm that it was, in fact, a vehicle in roughly 14 feet of water and only 55 feet offshore. After marking the vehicle with our magnet, Nick suited up in his dive gear and conducted the dive to formally identify and assess the vehicle, with me running OTS comms topside. Once we confirmed it was indeed Kiely's vehicle, we immediately notified family, law enforcement, and Dad and Grandpa were on scene within minutes. Please refer to our episodes for complete search investigation that we conducted. These episodes will be released very soon. Again, this takes time to edit. We will need to put these together in an appropriate way in order to respect law enforcement as well as the family. That those should be out, I would estimate, probably within the next week or so. The Placer County Sheriff's Department, Nevada County Sheriff's Department, the entire Placer County Sheriff's dive team has been incredible to work with. We understand that the resource we provide with our unique skill set is rare, and it is an honor to help agencies and families all across the nation. We will be working together with authorities here to share this knowledge over the next couple of days. It is always our mission to promote and share the techniques we utilize so that our purpose can help as many people as possible.
We'd like to thank all of our supporters. We can't thank all of you enough for your donations and putting us in this position as we continue to grow and help more families. Simply watching our episodes, liking, sharing, subscribing, and following our social media platforms enables us to do what we do. So thank you all for putting us in this position.
please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps us help families, and it's free. It's free to subscribe. Additionally, we would like to acknowledge the incredible support from law enforcement agencies across the U.S., including the FBI. We hope to continue our efforts hand in hand with them with the upcoming cases of Jalissa Fuentes in Selma, California, and also Annette Adams in San Obispo, California, coming up later this week. At this time, I'd like to thank our entire team for making this happen. It's not just me, it's not just Nick. There's an entire team of us that are out here. We collectively go through these cases, these investigations, and it takes a team to do so. So I'd like to bring you guys on camera at the moment and thank the entire team that made this entire trip possible. Carson, Cade, Kevin, Josh Cantu, Devin. This is our entire team. Like I said, it's not me, it's not Nick. You know, it takes an entire village, including you guys, that put us in this position to do this. And it's an honor, because without your support, we would not be able to do what we do. So thank you guys. Thank you guys as a team. We appreciate all your hard work on the road. It's not easy. You know, we travel across the entire nation, day after day, state after state, city after city, helping family after family and agency after agency. And it's a lot of hard work when we're out here and we're trying to do something that hasn't been done before. And thankfully, we're in the position to do so because of you guys and all of you at home.
Thanks, guys.
We will be taking the next 2 days to properly debrief, decompress, and prepare for our next case, which is 22-year-old Jalissa Fuentes in Selma, California.
Please keep the Rodney family in your thoughts and prayers as we are. Hug your loved ones a little tighter and take the time to take time, as we never know when it will be our last opportunity to do so. I hope, as tragic as this outcome turned out to be, that this will carry on so that we are able to help the next family like we did here. Thank you.
At this point, we mentioned earlier, you guys are free to use anything that we've shown in this video in your own news reporting. We'd also like you guys to take consideration that we are fielding a lot of requests for interviews. We will process them as we do get to them. Again, we thank all of you for putting us in this position. It wouldn't be possible without you. I know we say that enough, but at the end of the day, we're just normal guys put in the position by you. Without your support, well, you know, none of this would be possible. So thank you. I think maybe we have a few questions that are coming in right now. If we can field those from Jared, who's on there, we can add a few bit more of information on this before we end it. Give me a second, guys. Please be patient.
Here you go. Mental health, emotionally trying.
You know, I'm always focusing on our team and our mental state, our emotional state. This is Nick's first solved case that he's been a part of. Devin, as well as Kevin, and we focus on the positive. As tragic as this is, you know, I always drill home to these guys to focus on what we're doing. We're providing answers for families. We're helping law enforcement close cases. That's a positive thing. We can't allow ourselves as professionals as we become to get caught up in some of the other things that aren't going to benefit us to get caught up in. So we're focusing in maintaining our mental focus on the positive aspects of what it is that we do, which is providing answers. Again, please, I'd like to encourage each and every one of you, if you have not done so already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Any more questions? Again, this is servicing as a press release debrief. This is not a fully edited episode. Again, we could not release a lot of the details right away due to the climate surrounding this case. It is an ongoing, active investigation by the FBI, Placer County Sheriff's Department, and Nevada County Sheriff's Department. Please respect that they have to do their job. They have a lot of work to do, and the official identification of Kylie will come in the next few days, I'm sure, that will be made from the medical examiner. Please keep the Kiely family, Kiely Rodni's family, in your hearts, in your prayers. This is a healing time for them. Please respect that. Send them all the good vibes that you can. They need this in this moment.
Okay, I think that was about it of that video. So I pulled up the reporter room, like somebody mentioned. I do have to go. I do, but I did want to see if these pictures were on the reporter room. Hold on.
Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a live found. It looks like
Okay, here. This is a reporter room. Let's start this one from here.
She drove straight into Lake Prosser. The road leads there, and the lake would have appeared black at night, and therefore would have been very difficult for Kiely to see. A team of divers who recovered her body and the car of missing Kiely Rodni stated that police had told them not to bother even looking in that area, where they ultimately found Kiely. So let's look at Kiely's vehicle and some of the enhanced photos. It looks like they have the back of the vehicle covered with a tarp, and I'm assuming that this is because this is where Kiely is located. Kiely Rodni was found in her vehicle in 14 feet of water. The vehicle was turned over, it was upside down. When we look at the vehicle, we notice several things. One, there is a tarp that is probably covering Kiely Rodni. Two, the left side mirror has been knocked loose. And we were told that the car was found upside down in the water. So this could have occurred when the car rolled. Three, we can see what looks like a little protrusion of glass on the driver's side windshield. This could be Kiely trying to punch her way out of the vehicle, or it could be that this is where her head hit the windshield. This loss is devastating to her family and all who loved her. And I know that it has been hard on all of you also. You are very caring and kind people. Sending you and yours love, and I will.
I want to be able to clear all this water and be able to tell the family she's not here. If you miss a loved one or a friend or a community member and you don't know, that's a nightmare. And so what we provide is those answers when we're able to. That's what we're hoping to do in this case.
To us that many partygoers appear to be moving toward the water, or their attention is focused on the water. What time was this photograph taken? And it leads many of us to wonder if the parents told their kids not to come forward and speak to law enforcement because of something that they saw on the night that Kiely went into the water. Initially, I believed that they didn't speak out because they were drinking. But now I'm wondering if they witnessed something more nefarious. And this would help explain why two campers heard a mass exodus of cars leaving the Prosser Lake campground around 12:30 a.m. I'm going to go through the full timeline of Kiely's disappearance in a moment. So please stay with me. Let's see what the timeline reveals. Everything I'm sharing with you today is my opinion, and opinions are not facts, so please don't send any negativity to anyone, anytime, anywhere. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes, and the fact that no one came forward to say that they heard or saw anything is really weird, right? The driver's window was broken, and there was a tarp covering something, and according to Nick Rinn from Adventures with Purpose, there was a body in the back seat of the vehicle, and that's why they had the tarp over it when they removed it. And the searchers felt that certainly the car did not careen down a steep embankment. In fact, the vehicle was found only 600 yards from where the partygoers were. So Kylie's car would have had a black box, and it might give us some details as to what happened to the car. And if you haven't seen my videos with enhanced photos of Kylie's car being pulled out of the water to help law enforcement find Kylie, let's look at the timeline together and see what this reveals. What really happened on the night that Kylie disappeared? Start with August the 5th, which is the day that Kylie disappeared. At some point during that day, Kylie was wearing the Lana Del Rey sweatshirt. At 6:08 p.m., Kylie is caught on surveillance video at a Truckee gas station getting gas. And we do see her in the black tank top, just like Sammy described. At 9 p.m., Sammy arrives at the party. 9:30 p.m., two campers see a train of cars heading into the Lake Prosser campground. At 10 p.m., Kylie arrives with her friend Mags, and around 10:10 p.m., Mags reportedly leaves with her boyfriend Ross. At around 10:30 p.m., the party, according to Sammy, gets really big. And the fact that the party grew in size and had over 100 people at it has been confirmed by the sheriff's department. At 10:30 p.m., Kylie responds to her ex-boyfriend Jagger's texts, and he tells her not to do anything stupid. At 11 p.m., Kylie goes with Sammy, and according to Sammy, some other friends too, back to her own vehicle to charge her cell phone and to get some more drinks. At 11:30 p.m., Kylie texts her mom, Lindsay, and lets her know that she's going to be leaving the party in just 45 minutes. So that would mean that Kylie was planning to leave the party around 12:15. 12 car was someone that we don't know, going either home or to another party location. She hasn't told us. Adventures with Purpose said that they launched two boats with cutting-edge sonar technology at 10:40 a.m. Sunday, and they spotted an object submerged about 55 feet offshore from the Lake Prosser campground. And on Monday, August 22nd, law
Okay, so that is the reporter room. I'll share her link one more time. But I do have to go. Actually, just saw something else I have to do. So, yeah, that's crazy. Mom said in the chat. About what? Okay. Anyways, let's see. This was okay. The reporter room. No, she said that she's not her mom. You too, Connie, and everybody else. But that is crazy. 55 feet off the shore. It doesn't seem likely that that would go unseen by law enforcement. But yeah, everybody have a great Wednesday. I had to double check. I just got a text while I was live that my dad sold his condo in South Beach, so I'm kind of bummed. um 600 yards from the party. Rodney is Kylie's last name. Oh, okay. She was thinking that the person's last name was. She was joking. Sammy's last name is Smith, which is Kylie or Keely, however you say her name. Is her best friend, right? Lindsay was saying that because her last name is Smith, or because her name on here is Lindsay Smith, and then she thought, I think it was just all right, guys. Please check out my store. And yes, Ryan Up Church is gonna, if they don't want the Hellcat, he is going to sell it and donate it to the Adventures with Purpose. So that's really awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna add some more products, and I have something else too. I have to. Oh, you guys, I wish I could talk to you guys about this shit, but I can't. Sammy was Kelly's party friend, or Kylie's party friend. Mags was her best friend. Oh, that's right. He didn't say he was going to sell it. He said he was going to give him the. Yeah, actually, that's right, All Nighter. That's even a better deal, because he could probably, if he's going to donate what he paid for the Hellcat instead of like how much it would sell for, that's even more money than, just getting the Hellcat. Another what? Not auction? Probably. Yeah, I will. I want to get these. I think listing the product here on YouTube will do better. And I don't know. Well, I'm sure I will. He might not have, Roswell. Yeah, Roswell. I do like him. I just didn't like, and I don't like that Xana lady. But I didn't like how, like, he kept calling her like a fat bitch and just very like horrible stuff. Like, I was like, whoa, calm down a little bit, okay? It was a little bit over the top. And it would have been one thing if it was just like, I don't know. The way he It just sounded, it didn't sound good. But he's human too, just like anybody else. So, you know, that's what, unfortunately, when you're in the public eye like that, like he is, and at the degree he is, oh my God, I can't even freaking imagine. She was lying about him, and I was like, right. I didn't like her either because she was clearly lying and she wouldn't admit it. But I did try Googling her name and seeing, like, that didn't come up for me when I did that. I don't know if it's, like, the only related, yeah, I don't, that, all that stuff didn't come up when I Googled Xana May. Now, I did see that she, let me see, let me double check on my phone and see what comes up. Yeah, I'm not getting that stuff, but maybe that's because everybody's Googling it, Googling her now and doing videos about her. And all, so I don't know. They claim that something about the dark web and X plus Y equals Z equals C. ABS times X plus ABS times Y equals C. Okay, I like algebra. He did make a video insinuating she killed her dog and buried it there, even if he didn't say it outright. Oh, really? So that whole thing was true? I mean, I have to give it to her. She has some balls, like going up against somebody like Ryan Upchurch, who has millions of followers, you know, like I would be terrified. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. So, props to her. I mean, I'd have to be like super real. It would have to, yeah, no. They found a dog buried. Some mental issue causing all this behavior. He has never acted like this before, and he said he was staying up for a week straight on this case. Well, I think he's ADHD. If I would guess, like, he's very hyper, but that's what I mean, I see ADHD when I see him, and to some people that can look like somebody's on cocaine or meth or some kind of, like, I don't know, Adderall or whatever. But people with ADHD just are naturally hyper like that, and they can go. Not only that, but you guys know how I feel about Geminis, and he's a Gemini, and Gemini men, they're go. They never stop. One track mind. I mean, they just go until they get their accomplishment. I don't think he's a drug. Seems almost manic though. Could be. They said the car was 100 yards from the party site. Talking about Gemini. I know I have been talking about Geminis a lot lately, but that's because Ryan Upchurch is a Gemini, and then they got talking about his accusing him on being on drugs, and then it made me think about how a lot of Geminis are just like how Ryan's been, just very passionate, and yeah. She was in Truckee. Crazy. Where she normally live, Marlena? Like, oh, she lives in California, doesn't she? Oh, they think that she accidentally. That's what I was watching somebody whose theory was that they were showing on. I can't remember who I was watching, but they were showing how easily she could have taken a wrong turn and accidentally drove into the water, or possibly accidentally hit reverse and drove into the water. No, I don't think that I don't think that I don't see him as being on drugs, Tickles. I don't think so. I don't see the signs there. I see somebody who's hyper, possibly has adult ADHD. I don't think he's on drugs. But that, I mean, how I wouldn't know. She canoed over the car. Oh my God. I did see her I did see how she was like canoeing or kayaking in that lake. So she doesn't live there. She just happens to be out there because of this case. Was there a huge drop off in the lake? There had to be been right for the car to flip over. Yeah, you would think so, right? You would think if it flipped over, there had to have been like a drop. What I'm thinking, for it to flip over, she probably had to have been going pretty fast. The car had to have been going pretty fast. When did you guys think? Like, for the car to flip over, it would have had to have some speed to it. Not just kind of like roll into the lake. I don't know. Maybe it would be more likely to flip at a slower speed. I'm not sure. Oh, who's that, Lindsay? Who are you talking about? The man rode to Pete and mismaneuvered her vehicle. She said something about a Mexican party next to there, and she went right over where the car is in the canoe. Could be coincidence. Yeah, I guess. But she probably is making money off of it. Actually, I didn't think about that. I mean, she's getting a lot of, she's making her famous. She has it. I mean, she has to do it at the cost of her reputation and stuff, I guess. If that's what she's doing, is trying to be well known, wants a little boost into the industry. She's from the Bay Area, Zana May. But didn't she just show up out of nowhere? Like, I mean, she has these videos, but she only had less than a couple thousand followers when. Yeah, she still has less than 2,000 followers, even after all this attention. So she didn't even ever have, her channel never had like a following, really. I imagine a lot of these followers are from the from Ryan Upchurch, bringing light to her profile. TikTok.com, Zana May X. So I guess a lot of his followers just like starts researching who she is, but I guess she's in the military. I watched a video that showed that she's actually, well, in the Guard. Yeah, she's actually in the military, the National Guard or something in California. And she actually had a video of her also going into Ukraine, help rescue a couple of her family members to bring them back to the United States. So I don't know what to think. She said she has videos of the party. She didn't leave her friend. She had her car. Something cold about her. He thought a helicopter was following him. He was like in psychosis. Who was? Wait. Let me. And what he said about all of them. When was he thinking he had a helicopter following him? Are you talking about Ryan? Maybe he stayed up too long. He could, maybe, isn't that a sign of, he might, maybe he has that what is that? Like where you go from really high and you'll stay up. What? That's bipolar, isn't it? He might be manic. It could be all manic, I guess, if he's hallucinating. It doesn't have to necessarily be drugs. I guess, like, she was a fan of Mel's. She told him she lived near and would go get some video of the lake, so she did. That's how she got on panel, because she made a video of the lake. Oh, so that kayaking video that he... Okay, so she went there to get video of the area. And this was in... So she just... How long did it take her to get there, Mama T? he did a live stream and a chopper flew right over his house. You could hear it. Oh. It's that she's been caught in many lies and has put herself in the middle of it all for attention and profit. Because I'm too busy on YouTube. I am. Have you? I haven't even been on the last couple days. Shelly, you're crazy. You have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what exactly were her lies. I guess like they claim that she lied about Ryan, saying that she killed her and buried her dog or something like that. I guess she exaggerated something, but she won't admit to it. Because I also at the same time people are saying like Ryan did insinuate it, that he didn't actually say that she did that. But she went telling everybody that, Ryan did. Or Ryan said that she killed her dog or something. No, I haven't seen a press conference. I didn't even plan on talking about this. Like, she did canoe over the car. Well, I mean, I imagine if anybody was going out there to see the area and they went out there to kayak or canoe. Let's say she might as well, if she kayaks, if that's something that she does regularly, and she wanted to go see the area where Kylie went missing, she's from California. I don't know how far away it was, but maybe she just drove down there and decided to, kayak for the day and take pictures while she was out there. And anybody who went out there for the day would have probably went right over that car too, right? Because the area where the car was is where you would go to see the area of where the party was. So a lot of people would be right over near that spot where the car would be. Where is her dog? Oh, did her dog disappear? Well, it sounds like the car was found right off the beach area, where the party was, just straight out there. How many feet was it again? 55 feet? That's not very far. If you're going to see the area of the party, that's probably where you would go. It's right there. Anyways, sorry about that. She did say she was right next to a beautiful Mexican party and had video of it. Yet she can't produce a video of this party. I don't think she was there the night of the party, was she? Was she there the night of the party? I don't even think she looks like she's in her 20s. I would guess that she'd be in her 30s. Her name, I guess, is Anastasia. Because I googled the Xana Mayex and I was able to find that where it said her name was Anastasia. Forget the last name, but and she's Ukrainian. She's in the Guard for 19 years. Yeah, so she has to be in her 30s. She has to be in her late 30s. U.S. military. Oh, well, thank you, Barbie. She just had photos sent to her by someone else. Oh, okay. The titles of the books in her house. Yeah, they were all about like nuclear. Weren't they like about nuclear weapons and atomic bombs and stuff like that? Her smirk is very vindictive. Yeah. It is odd, but at the same time, I'm sure it's got to be tough being in her position. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go. Athena. Her hair had a wash and color. Her hair is blonde. Oh, people said they actually heard a helicopter, though. Hey, Stormy. All right, guys. Everybody have a great Wednesday. I have some stuff I have to get done, so I will talk to everybody later, okay? Check out my store. Go to the store tab on the Ziggy YouTube page.